All right. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Guns, coming to you from Last War 101. We're pretty new. We've put out a few videos, but we're trying something a little bit different tonight. We've got some people from my server in Last War 101, server 939. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. We've got some, we're going to talk about a few things, but before we kind of dive in, I'm going to talk to our guests tonight. We're kind of recording Zoom and we're going to go ahead and do some in-game stuff. We'll see what happens and kind of how the conversation naturally progresses. We have some topics, but we're not going to stay too scripted. The first thing that I kind of want to touch base with everybody is have everybody kind of like, if you want, introduce yourself and talk about your gaming experience. So I'll kind of close everything off after everybody else goes, but who wants to kind of share like what their first gaming experience was and kind of how they got into Last War Survival?
Maybe you lead with it and
Oh, you want me to go first so I can give
yeah.
everybody an example? Okay, so I don't listen. I'm a little, I got good gradient here, guys. Do you guys see the gradient? So I've been around for a little while. I spent 12 hours in the 70s. I was born on December 31st, 1979. So I get to claim a little bit of the 70s. But I lived through, like, if you've ever watched Stranger Things on Netflix, like that's some nostalgia for me. Like Dungeons and Dragons. I had, we played Risk growing up. I remember we used to have Risk parties, and I remember going through all the consoles, and we'd come over and everybody play. I specifically, I'm not going to name names because he may watch this, but I had a really good friend. I had three other friends that really good friends growing up, and we'd all get together and we'd love to play Risk together, and we'd always have pizza. And I swear it was a strategy of this one friend who was lactose intolerant but had stuff that could help him. Never took it. He always gassed us out of the room so that it was a strategic advantage, and we'd always come back wondering what changed on the board. But that's kind of my gaming background. I went through all that, and then a little bit more modern, I got into Rise of Empires, and we actually had one of the top alliances on one of the top servers in Rise of Empires. And that's kind of how, and I got really involved in work and decided to kind of, I was like, you know what, I really miss gaming. And as a grown up, I was like, man, I should get back into, find something. And the Last War kind of, everybody saw the ads, and I was like, that seems like something fun. And it turned out to be really close to Rise of Empires. And it's been really fun. So that's kind of how I got from there to here. Anybody else have some fun stories of, how you got started gaming?
Um, well, I guess hi, I'm Lady Vex, the R5 of Val, or Valhalla's Vikings. Gaming has kind of been a thing my entire life. Like my dad played video games, my grandmother played video games. She started off with Super Mario, moved on to Resident Evil and Final Fantasy and Silent Hill. Like one of my favorite things growing up is we'd walk into a GameStop and she'd immediately tell the guy behind the counter, "Give me your goriest game. The gorier the better." Where
That was grandma.
that was grandma.
That's awesome.
I was like, I'll play Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and different things like that. And like gaming is how me and my husband met. We were playing Torchlight. So I've always dabbled in different genres of games, but it's always been role-playing games. And then about last year and a half ago, I started playing another game that's a lot like this one, which I won't name because it's a different brand. But same alliance, same kind of events, the whole thing. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a reskin of this game. Got into it, server was super toxic, got out of it, kind of just randomly picked this one up because, of the false ads that it shows where it's all a math number game.
It's just a fun, let's run through barriers and shoot zombies.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
I just wanted a mindless game, and somehow I got into UN Simulator.
That's funny.
So,
And Homelander somehow.
yeah, Homelander somehow, which I really don't care for the boys, but here I am. But yeah, I really would not have kept playing this game if it wasn't for my crew and the people who are in the world chat. I was totally going to quit the game at one point, and then our previous R5 just randomly gave me the Warlord title, and I was like, well, I guess I'm here now.
That's awesome. We love seeing you in World Chat, so it's something that I really enjoy. It's kind of, it's funny because it was your energy on World Chat that actually got me to reach out to you, and we started talking about. And there's some of my people starting to pop in, but I started talking to you. I was like, you know what? Fun, great on World Chat.
Oh, you're blinking red.
Am I blinking red? Oh, they did it. What in the world? How many? I wonder. Okay, let's see how many people hit me all at one time. They threatened to do this. All right, what's going on here? Oh, there's one. How many? And they're all coming. Oh my gosh, look at this. 2. Nice stunt, guys. My alliance is over here. Just watch. I wonder what my alliance is going to do. They're going to. Why are people scouting guns? What's going on? Let's see. What's the alliance saying? Alliance. See. Guess what? I got my big dog here on the chat right now. If anybody actually attacked me, they'd be very sorry. What's up, Mahoo? And there's Wiz. There's War Wizard. Let's see.
You hear me? Just checking in.
There we go. And there's the man. What are they doing? What? No. Oh my goodness.
Keep my AirPods going here.
You see, look, oh.
They told you. They gave you a heads up.
He did. He was like, I'm going to do it right in the middle of your live stream. Watch. That's hilarious. See, this is one of the things I love about where our server's going now. Now, this is, we'll hop into this a little bit. And see, they're still coming. They're going to leave me flashing red the entire time. Watch. This is going to be distracting.
Wait, who's attacking you?
Nobody's attacking me. They're scouting me. Look, do you see?
Oh.
They're
trolling him.
They're trolling me right now because they know I'm live.
While the live stream's going on.
Yeah, they know what's happening.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. He told me I was going to do it. I was like, that's funny. So let's see. Watch. Yeah, I have 82 guys that need here. That's not from the scouting. Look, it just keeps coming. They were supposed to do it all at one time so it wouldn't just keep going. Okay, now it's done, I think. All right. That's hilarious. They're gonna love that. See, they're all. Here's the thing. They're all gonna log on and watch the video to this point, laugh, and get off. Watch.
Yeah.
We're like,
we already know everything else.
So, 2 of my guys just popped in, War Wizard and Mahoo. 2 of our big hitters, actually.
What's up, Mahoo? I didn't see you.
Yeah, he's in here. See, he's down here.
Yeah, I popped in. Hopefully not on video. I don't know.
Listen,
no,
put your pants on, Mahoo. No, I'm just joking.
Are you saving us from that mean mug?
Oh my gosh, that was funny. All right, so I mean, we're just kind of telling stories of how we got into gaming. Kind of, I kind of shared how I started out in the Dungeons and Dragons and Risk and like getting together with friends, and then consoles and things like that. And so Lady Vex actually talked about how she actually met her husband through gaming, which is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
My wife found me on LinkedIn.
Damn.
Talk about online dating. No, Mrs. Guns is awesome. She's taking care of Baby Guns. Everybody sees Baby Guns in my picture up here. Baby Guns is asleep and not as baby toddler Guns is out. So we've got some time. But does anybody else want? So Lady Vex, first of all, it kind of got distracting when I went red, but
it's okay.
So you found another game that was similar, and then you, like everybody else, you fell for the ads, and we're just gonna play math and shoot zombies.
Yeah, exactly. I got it. I saw it was another base building thing. It's like, oh, I'll try this for about a week. Didn't get on for a few days. Randomly hopped on for Marshall's one time, and our old R5 was like, "Here, you did great. Have the Warlord title." And then eventually our old R5 had to leave due to some personal things and appointed me R5, and then it's just been history since then.
Oh, somebody's digging treasure. See, here's one of the things. Like, if guys,
Midnight also said, I have laryngitis, so I cannot chat. I am Midnight from the ZFG Alliance. I have little to no gaming experience, but I saw an ad for this game and have jumped in the past few weeks.
That's all. Let me, I should pull the chat up. So there's the chat. Let me pull the chat
Yeah,
up.
I don't
so
see
we
the
have
chat.
There's the
I might
chat.
have to join back in because the sound's coming out of my computer, not my AirPods, even though.
If you go to the bottom left corner, you can change what speakers it's using.
Yep. So
yeah,
if you
they're
look,
not showing up though. So like my laptop's hooked up to my AirPods, but my Zoom isn't for some reason.
if you have to hop out and hop back in, go for it.
All right, let me try that. Because I've been trying to switch the audio for like this whole time.
That's funny. All right, so I'm about. Let's see. The computer is laggy, so I probably won't get anything here. I'm gonna spam. Nope. See, look, I didn't even get anything.
Oh man.
You see that?
Piranhas.
I didn't even get. Yeah, it's ever since half of Riz came over. I can't get.
Oh, ours is the same way. You have to sit there and babysit it.
Gotta be careful. Okay, so we it's an interesting game. There's a lot. I mean, there's way more diplomacy than I was expecting when I started playing, for sure. But anybody else want to share your gaming, kind of how you got into gaming and gaming history?
I'll go really quick. My story is your story, Kyle. I was totally hooked on Risk as a kid, Stratego, Castle Wolfenstein later. I spent 0 hours in the 70s though, so I have no claim to fame there.
0 hours in the 70s.
Zero. Yeah, early 80s, but it was very much the same upbringing. You talk about that nostalgia from Stranger Things, and yeah. I feel that it actually affects me, but it's the same boat because I got a little kid, 2 little kids, and I try to do this as a way to keep some sanity. So you're parenting, you're stepping away, you're checking some resources, you're parenting, you're coming back, you're trying to get the dig button, it's not getting hit, you don't know why, back and forth. So that's pretty much it. That's it in a nutshell for me.
Right? You just saw that was a little microcosm of exactly how. No.
It is. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks for sharing. I'm gonna kind of hop in and because we've got some people in here. We've got Mahu in here. So with that being said, a few of us have shared our gaming background and experience, and we have Midnight, Midnight's I don't have any gaming experience. I just saw the ad for this game, like the rest of us, bait and switch. And then, what's interesting is that this is a multiplayer game. So it's not necessarily an RPG, but it's kind of, but it's a massive multiplayer, multi-online player game. So what makes, in your guys' opinion, what makes for a healthy gaming community? If we talk about in your experience and what you've seen here, what makes for a healthy gaming community? What are some of the things that really help?
Patience. A lot of patience. Not just with yourself, but with others and the game itself.
Yeah, I can second that.
Yeah. There has to be a lot of communication and a lot of patience.
I have my moments burning. Just burn to the ground.
We all do.
So what else, guys? What do you guys? Patience is a huge thing. I think that's huge. Taking a breath when something happens. I'm gonna kind of zoom way out here. So taking a breath when something happens is huge. It's been helpful for me, for sure. Mm-hmm. What else, guys? What do you guys think makes for a healthy gaming community and environment?
Communication. Everybody in our alliance is always talking. It's in chat. It's in our 4chat. The idea behind it is always, it doesn't feel like it, but the idea behind it is always team building to me. Everybody's talking, everybody's saying what they're feeling. We've got one guy who's talking about, he's pretty young, and he's talking about the steps that he's taking in his, it sounds like, first relationship. And we're just like, we're here for you, man. Go get her. She likes you. You got this.
That's awesome.
That is not something that I never expected that. Like everybody's been saying, I see an ad for Homelander. I don't think, well, I'm definitely going to coach a teenage boy. This is definitely what I'm signing up for. But now I'm here and I'm here for it.
right? All of a sudden, they're like, I'm giving dating. I'm giving like relationship advice. What the heck? Yeah, we laughed because I just got back. Like literally, I just drove in right before this from a weekend with Mrs. Guns, and we went and had fun. And I wasn't on the game as much as I would normally be, but she's really supportive. I'm really grateful that she's so supportive. She knows that from a mental health perspective, this is a good checkout. It's funny. Did you guys know, like, I'm going to give a quick research. Did you guys know that doctors who game actually perform better? Did you guys know that?
I had no idea.
Like,
That
literally,
makes sense.
we're talking like doctors who do like intense gaming, they perform 26% better. They have, well, I think it's 26% less mistakes. They're faster, and they react to pressure better. So literally, the research, I was watching a podcast, and the research, they were joking. They was like, this should be a required subject for doctors. Like, it makes that big a difference. That gaming is that big, it makes that big a difference for doctors.
It's brain training.
Like, it is, and it helps you with pressure. There's so many things that it helps with. So I had no idea about that. So when it comes to translating gaming to real life, the mental health benefits, now, obviously, like anything, too much of a good thing can still be too much. So be healthy about it, guys. So what else, guys? What any other things that you feel like contribute to a really positive gaming environment?
What about you, Thyra? Because I know you came to us from another alliance and you had your own feelings about how things worked.
I think that the biggest difference with where I'm at now is the team environment and the leadership. The leadership that's willing to reach out to people and help them learn and teach them and show patience and kindness, but also like put your foot down when it needs to be put down. It keeps our teammates interacting in a positive way.
Completely agree. You're also brown nosing, and I love you.
I love you too.
See, but guys, here's what most people don't understand. There is an aspect of all of this that connects people. I mean, gaming, you can game whether, we were just talking about how, gaming in a basement with people in real life, or, playing a game it's really difficult to do by yourself. There are some games you can play just by yourself, solitaire, but most games require you to play with other people. And when you get to team up and play a team game, whether it's a sport or whether it's a role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons, or anything like that, there's an aspect of teamwork. And when you have good communication, when you have good leadership, that's something that can really make the experience or break it. Like Thyra, you were just talking about how you came from somewhere else that, I don't know, what was the experience before?
Lack of communication was probably the biggest issue. And while I really do appreciate the translate function within the game, sometimes language barriers can be difficult to navigate. And then also, like, in the team we were in before, I feel like the players that weren't in the top 20 were kind of forgotten about, and they were maybe more contributing to the vanity number of ranking, on the server, but there wasn't concern to help them move forward in the game or go stronger in the game and increase their power levels. Where now it's like, hey, I see this guy and he's only a level 15 or whatever, and I see that he can do this differently, and let me try to help him out. And like reaching out to him, he's like, I did not know that. Thank you so much. So that's the biggest difference, is caring for the whole team from top to bottom instead of just the top 20.
See, that's awesome. It's kind of helps me come. You like set me up perfectly, man. We're gonna have to make sure you're on every time we're on. That's kind of
I do call Thyra the brain of the operation. So
I mean, that was a perfect setup. Like, one of the reasons why I started doing this is I wanted to help our server. I mean, you can see like Desert Storm Battlefield A and B team. Like, first ever public video. You know, if we look at the actual videos that I have up here, like how do we, if we go to the shorts, plunder other servers, like how do you do that? Because it's not as intuitive as you'd think. What bear is best? Does anybody know does anybody know what I'm quoting when I say that?
No.
No.
No, you guys are killing me.
So bear is best, like the animal, or?
Yeah, what bear is best?
Oh, beats
False.
Battlestar Galactica. Is that what we're talking about here?
False. Black bear.
Yes. Okay.
Bears beats.
I would say we need to
Battlestar
prove,
Galactica.
but, you know.
I'm here for you. Never mind. I got that.
I
Okay,
had zero
so-
clue, so.
What is going on here?
I'm
That's
trying
okay.
to use my stapler, but it's just stuck in Jello, man.
Right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to splice. I don't care if they copyright me. I'm going to splice that in right there just so people understand what I'm saying.
Where are we live streaming, by the way?
So we're just on Zoom. We're not. We're
okay.
kind of. So here's the interesting thing. So I wanted to go live on YouTube, but when I went to go live on YouTube, it said, "Oh, you just requested to go live. You have to wait 24 hours to go live." And I'm like, "Wait, that's not how live works." So it's like I've checked all the boxes, man. I have like YouTube Premium. Like I have other YouTube channels and stuff.
I'm
but
paying you guys, damn it.
like I'm paying you guys. Like so, yeah. But I have to wait.
All right, so I can
hours.
drink a beer on camera.
You can beer. Yeah, there you go. I mean, we'll post it later, but we'll see what happens. Put a koozie on. But yeah. So
Yep, I got
mean,
a koozie.
there you go. So the turning off your base, like what I actually have to update that one. But the goal for me when I started doing these videos was to help people, to make it easier, and to make something so people could share it. Because guys, how annoying is it to repeat the same thing over and over again?
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. Sarcasm noted. Sarcasm noted.
Yes.
So that was the goal, was to create videos, and obviously I want more ideas. So if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, whether you're watching it now or whether you're watching it on the YouTube channel after we post it, if you have ideas, if you're like, hey, can you do a video on this? For one, I'm sick of telling other people how to do this, or this is a funny nuance of the game that I didn't really understand. Like, guys, just so you know, I didn't know that it was a deal when in the past, I'll pull this up because it's relevant for right now for today. But I didn't know this because in the past, in other games that I played that was similar, if you would get like, so I'm going to pull this up. Sorry, on the computer, I thought it would be really good. I've got a really powerful Mac. Like I do video editing and stuff like on this. But you see how if I go into my recruit survivors, I can recruit one for free. There we go. But if I go in here and I'm going to give this a free tip, you got to watch up until here to get the free tip. So if I go in here and I recruit 10, do you guys know that I actually we've looked at it as an entire alliance. We started looking at it. Do you know we actually get better results if you actually click 1 by 1 instead of clicking 10 by 10?
What?
Yep.
I wish I had known that about an hour ago.
So, like this is crazy. Hero tickets and survivor recruit. If you literally click them one at a time, as annoying as that is, we're getting better results. And
and just to, I don't know if you remember, but one of the first few versus events, you would only get points if you did 1 by 1. It said in parentheses 1 by 1, and then after the first or second VS event, it went away, and then you could do the 10 by 10 or whatever. And so it was kind of prepping us for that, and then I forgot for a few weeks, and I went back to it after we started talking about it, and I got way better. Like today, I pulled 5 or 6 legend survivors, just doing 1 by 1. So
see, we have
I'm gonna
100.
try it.
I have like 100. I'm serious. So it's little things like that that's why I'm here. That's why I love the fact that some people got excited. So with War Wizard, with Lady Vex, like I really want, like we're all gonna do our unique videos. Like one of the things that I'd love to do is after this, Lady Vex is gonna do one on NAP. And the whole point, the reason why we're here is to make this easier, to kind of find the nuance, to find the little things that you might not know, and to make it easier for people who are either starting out in the game or even like we've been playing for a while now, and there's still things that aren't as obvious or intuitive that somebody's got to tell us. So being able
I feel like there's a lot of like hidden paths to play the game it's almost like illegitimate Easter eggs where it's like the game is kind of hinting at you playing it a certain way, but you could just as easily play it a different way and never know about it. So it's interesting finding that out.
Right. And now this is I'm gonna say this because we're gonna deal with this later on as we do more videos, but the game makers want you to spend time in the game. Shocker. Like they want to keep you on the game. We're shocked, right? So
I'm shocked. Yes.
Right. So I mean, having to click one at a freaking time, like, look, this is not like if I go and recruit, look, this takes a lot longer than me going 10 at a time. So the reality is they want to keep you in the game. They also want to make things confusing for you, because if you go and burn through and eventually later down the road, you're like, man, I need to go I gotta go buy some more Survivor tickets because, you know, I'm not getting the survivors that I'm looking for. Well, guess what? They want you to do that. They want you to take the shortcut. They want you to go and pay money to get what you want, what you feel like you need to get out of the game. So that's one of the things that, for me, it's, I got to remember that as a game maker, their goal isn't to make the game easier for us. So this 10 at a time thing is, you know, they're actually trying to get us to spend more money by doing that. So
it's another gotcha.
Right?
We're doing this for you guys. We're just helping you. Don't worry about it.
Right?
Yeah.
We're making it easier for you guys, even though down the road when we've already got you hooked and $100 in, and now you're like, oh, I have to get that survivor. Man, why am I not getting the survivors I need? I got to go buy tickets. So that's why we're here. We're here to kind of help you guys out, to kind of, you know, if you want to throw some money in, we're actually working on a couple of really cool videos. Like if you're going to put money in, where should you put money in? Like in what order, at what point, when is it going to make a difference? Or listen, you're going to do this. Like you're going to pay for another tech center and more builders. Just do it here. Like, so it's things like that. So anybody else have any comments on what makes a healthy gaming environment before we talk specifically about the server?
A healthy gaming environment. I got one that I think Thyra was hinting at before. Maybe I'm misreading, but pressure. You don't want to pressure everybody. Some people do well with pressure. Some people want pressure, but so many people were coming here because they thought they were getting that, you know, scroll back and forth mindless game, but they're still in the game. They're still hooked. They want more. Yeah. How can you nurture them while not driving them away without losing the people who do want that pressure? That is a balance that we're all trying to, maintain.
I love that, because that's something. So I'm a little bit of a data geek, and that's a great point. It's something that I would love to take into account, like the playing habits of the other players that you're playing with. Like, okay, this person loves, you know, when they're under pressure, like they react really well in live battle situations, or this person really doesn't. They don't show up, or when they show up, they freak out. So
to some players, pressure is adding a comment in the alliance chat, you know.
And that's the angle that I'm looking at. We're like, so many of our earlier recruits were just frozen by learning the game. Well, how can we help you? What is it that you actually need to get you moving in the right direction? That kind of early pressure of city building. And like you were talking about, okay, hey, I'm interested in spending $1 or $2, but I don't know where, I don't know when. Those kinds of questions. That's the kind of, like, I don't want to put pressure on you to spend money, but if you want to, I'm here to help you.
Yeah. And
here's
that's
how to
valuable,
spend it.
though.
Here's how to save money. And
yeah,
I mean, like you see right now, if you Kyle, if you go into the heroes, Kim is coming back around, so like the people that didn't get it the first time can now get it again, and I think it might even be cheaper. So going to recruit heroes.
Into the recruit
yeah.
heroes. See, this is why I have all these smart.
So bottom left on where you pull the tickets, or you can click your tavern. Yeah, so see the scroll? So yeah, they're all coming back, even though I bet all of us on this call probably already have all of these.
So here's the thing, they like to
cheaper.
Pressure you. Right, here's the thing. They like to pressure you. They like to think. They like to make you think you are never going to get another shot at this hero. You better get this hero right now. Like,
yeah,
they'll
it
do
goes
that.
away in 4 days.
Yep. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, so here we go. Hero preview in 4 days. Something's, look at that. So
yeah, you can check
she's
out
just
the
going to be
stats.
part of the pool. She's not going to be like available for purchase the way she was before.
Oh,
so
okay.
they
Is
are
that what
adding
this
each
is?
of those into the recruitment pool. So you'll have a
Okay.
point whatever % chance of pulling
there you
her
go.
the
When
same
you
that you
start
do the other
recruiting,
guys.
when you
Yeah.
start recruiting. So
Because I'm
there's-
basically free to play. I mean, I was until I stupidly bought the wrong level of Taylor, but I very much try to keep the spending to a minimum. So I haven't bought a lot of the I don't know, better tier characters, and I don't feel like I'm missing out too much. I enjoy the game immensely.
See, so that's one of the things that we want to make clear for some people. Like that's that right there. That was gold, because there are people out there that are like, man, I don't know, can I compete? What? Yes, you can. Here's one of the things that I'm gonna say right now. If you're still watching this, if you're still here with us, I'm gonna say this right now. You can have fun, compete, and contribute. Matter of fact, we're gonna show you how. We're gonna show you strategies and tactics on how you can be extremely valuable to your alliance without having to spend a lot of money, guys. So things like giving you strategies on Desert Storm. Watch our channel, subscribe, make sure you're following along, because all of a sudden we're gonna give you a tip on Desert Storm coming up and the Winter Storm battles and PvP. We're gonna start throwing tips out that you can take back to your alliance or bring the video to and say, hey guys, check this out. And that's valuable. And you can apply some of these strategies without having all the paid buffs. So that's a big part of what we're trying to do here. And I'm hopeful that everybody that's here right now will continue to contribute, continue to show up, continue to do their own videos, because most of my videos are not my face. Most of them are just the screen recording and a voiceover. It's that hard. So this is something that, matter of fact, if you watching this want to contribute to the channel, let me know. Send a comment and say, hey, I'd love to do a video. Let me know. I would love to have contributor videos as well. And if you want to learn how that actually works, from like how you get credit and things like that, I'd love to have that conversation as well. A little plug for the channel.
Yeah, well, and I think it's going to be beneficial to have people volunteer to do a video or whatever that are behind our server and also ahead of our server. So, we can show you how to look at where your timeline is on your server, and we can, we might have some future tips for you, or we might be behind you, but we can still give you some tactical tips.
So that's huge. So once again, do you guys hear what War said? You may be behind us because every server starts at day one, right? Go a little bit more into that war. So what does that mean? Like, okay, so what do you mean different servers are at different places?
So that's the interesting thing about this game, and I think like a lot of us, what's funny is to go into a side little story. I was playing, I had a kid with my wife, and I couldn't sit at my computer or my PlayStation anymore. I had to go into mobile gaming to do some sort of gaming in my life with a newborn. And so I downloaded a few. I did Diablo and a couple others. And what's funny is that I was playing Angry Birds too when the ad for this came up. And by this point, I've watched probably like thousands of hours of YouTube because I love watching all sorts of stuff. And this stupid ad had come up 100,000 times already. And
a lie every time.
Yeah, every time. And so it was like the straw that broke the camel's back when I saw it on Angry Birds. I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this game. Like I'm so far ahead. And anyway, long story short, I downloaded the game expecting like everyone else to be, just a quick, okay, I'm going to play this for maybe 10 days and then move on. But the interesting thing is
I was going to delete it. I was like, I know it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have to like join an alliance and shit. I'm going to delete it. That's what I'm going to delete it.
Well, and to speak to that, it's like the ads don't do it any justice, right? Yeah. So this game is so not complex, but it's so vast, and it's way more involved than I ever thought it would be. especially based off of the advertisements that you get and all that stuff. So going back to downloading the app and joining, what happens when you download the app, so everyone here on the phone or on this call downloaded this game almost 50 days ago. And so we all got pulled into a server, a Last War server, and we started at day 0, basically, where, you know, everyone starts at the same level. You start mining, you start building your base. So if you watching this are joining today or thinking about joining later on, you are not going to be playing with us here on this call. You're going to be in your own server starting at day 1. We're already at day.
Where is that?
I don't know if you can flash it on the cam. So go to your base.
It's the obelisk.
Yeah, it's
like day 54. I think.
It's like day 56.
56.
Where do I
So go to
get
your
this?
home
Where is
base. Go to your home base, like inside of it, and there should be a decoration. It's kind of like a
It's the one that you never
pencil
look at.
looking thing. Yeah, exactly. It's like a
It has
pointy
like a book.
pencil. Yeah, it's got a
Where's
book.
Where's
It's like the
I feel
Washington
like
Monument.
Where is it?
I want to tell you where to go, but this is your base and it's all organized.
I know. I keep
differently.
thinking to myself, go left. Why are you not going left?
Okay,
I know, me too.
where's this obelisk thing
Just
that I'm
scroll
supposed to
by. Scroll
Is
by.
that
Right
it?
there, right there. You
What's
just
that?
went over it.
go? There we go. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah,
Here
so
we
it'll
go.
tell you we're on day
57 is 56. So 57
56.
hasn't
We're a
started
day
yet.
away from when we get EM Hunter, aka what's the other name for this guy? I know Mahu knows.
Something with an S.
Scott, I can't remember. But anyway, so
Oh,
Statman.
if you're
Or Stateman or Stetman.
Statman.
yeah,
Yes.
Statman, that's right.
so guys, so
And-
see, look, we're gonna come down here. See, this is why I have all the brains on here because I don't know. I've seen this before. I just don't know how to get back there. So there we go. There's day 1. So here the day 1. This is where everybody starts. So we're 56 days into here. But if you guys look, there are people that are on season. They have this thing that's season 1. Where is it? Where's season 1? Doesn't
After
start till
120, I think season 1 starts.
90 days.
Yep.
Is it 90 days?
No, go down.
120.
You'll see an S1
There,
above
S1.
the picture. Yep.
120, yeah, 120, 120 days. So we're way. So there are people that are already playing season 1. There are people that are already playing season 2, actually. See, season 2, but they haven't launched anything past season 2. But there are people who are playing season 2 already. So if you're someone who is in season 1 or is in season 2 and you want to do some videos for season 1 and season 2 people, let me know. So I actually teach people how, like, it's one of the things that I do professionally is how to teach people to get involved with social media, do your Google Analytics, Facebook Pixels, all that stuff, all the stuff that helps you track and manage traffic, attract customers, things like that. So if you want to actually do this with somebody who actually knows how to grow and develop and build something, I would love to work with anybody who wants to come and volunteer, because this is something I'm doing as a passion project. So I appreciate the explanation and showing me where I was supposed to go.
Yeah, it's one of those things you accidentally click one time and then you forget how to get back. But it's
Right?
it's really cool to think about how involved we are, how like passionate and obsessed we are, and we're not even in season 1 yet. So
Yeah.
if you guys have had this advertisement come up and you're not sure about it, give it a try. I think it's definitely worth a download and then some.
So to kind of speak on that, so if you're here and you're watching this, you're curious, is this something you want to go further in? Is this something you want to try? Kind of search around Last War 101. That's why I called it that. So if you're wondering if this is going to be something that you're going to enjoy or going to have fun with, try it. Try it. If you have any questions, hit our Discord isn't as popular yet. We've only got a few videos in, but you'll find the Discord, make a comment, ask a question. We're going to be doing these live on YouTube. So when we're live, hop in and ask questions. Don't hesitate. We'd love for everybody to hop on, especially when we do this. We'll have a link so you can actually hop on and if you want to hop on in and ask a live question like this, make sure you subscribe so you can, so this notification bell is the only way you're going to actually know. So if you hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, that's how you're going to know when we go live. It'll give you a notification that says, hey, Last War 101 is live. So guys, the game is, it's that nuance, that layer that makes it as fun as you want to make it. You can go as deep as you want to go. You can be as chill as you want to be. We've got people who are willing to help you find an alliance and to kind of talk to a healthy server environment. Guys, in our server almost didn't last. So does anybody want to talk about what happened with that?
Oh boy. Should we?
Where do we start?
Drama. So much drama. And
Drama.
people with egos. I don't know how far you want me to talk about it, really, Guns.
Give me 30 seconds. Give me as quick as you think you can give me.
We had our 1 and our 2 and seats of power of ranking, and words were said and mistranslations happened and poor communication, and the trigger was pulled on Guns and just started fighting, and people left, and not that Guns, different Guns.
Yeah, right. Nobody shot at me. I was quiet.
Yep. Nope.
I tried to be quiet. I kind of got. Listen, I got started to get noisy, and then Element told me to shut and get out of world chat.
Yep. The very first thing I did when that started, and I guess this will kind of go towards what makes a good server, is I immediately told all of Vol, keep your mouth shut. Stay out of world chat. Don't add fuel to the fire. There's no reason for it. Because it was a bunch of people with egos who got hurt by some words and decided to try and ruin the fun for everybody.
And I wonder if they know, I wonder if they understand. So I've played a game like this before, and I wonder if they know that if they would have held on a little bit longer. So I'm going to give a shout out and props to you guys for, if you're watching this and you know who you are, okay, thanks for chilling everything out. Because that would have really sucked for us playing in this server. We would have had to start all over because the server would have died. That's possible in a game like this. So if you're part of a server that's early, and we're gonna do some shorter videos about how to actually act as a server, like how you be acting. So we're gonna do some shorter videos on how not to self-destruct as a server. Lady Vex is gonna do a video on NAP, a non-aggression pact. Like, what does that mean? NAP 15, NAP 10, NAP 7. Like, what does that mean? What you can expect? Some of the other things, like I've got a don't plunder, plunder other servers. Like, I've got a video on how to not piss people off in your server. Go plunder somebody else's server, because who cares if they get mad at you? So we almost didn't have a server.
Yeah, we almost became a ghost server. It was a civil war within our server, and it could have been really bad, because I think by that point, a lot of us were in pretty deep as far as time investment and
even money investments. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, there are people that have enjoyed this and have pumped money into it. I mean, that's what they're here. I mean, the game's almost made $1 billion already.
Yeah, in a little over a year.
Yeah.
I mean, I jokingly call the game the UN simulator, but at that point, it really did become the UN simulator. Because you had people messaging you and like, well, what side are you on? I'm like, neither. We call Val Switzerland.
Yep, I knew you were going to say it.
Yeah, and we mean it. We're not going to just, unless one of our sister alliances or one of our allied alliances has a problem and it's a legitimate problem, we're not going to just fly off the wall deal with something. And I guess that would probably be also a good idea for video, is to make maybe a video on the responsibilities of an R5 and the responsibilities of an R4 and the different titles.
Leadership responsibility? Oh wow.
Yes.
I think that would be great.
Because I know when I started and I was given the R4 and I was given a Warlord and was like, great, I don't know any strategies. And then I was given R5 and it was like, great, I don't know anything. It is very intimidating to be thrown into something like that and not know what is the differences with this game compared to another game I've played. What is everyone expecting me to do? Yeah. Because the other game I played, which I will not say because trademarked brand name, had very different ways that the leadership worked on there. And we had an extremely toxic server with whales who put millions of dollars in to be
and they'd
top.
be bullies. Yeah.
Oh yeah, major bullies. But this game, I will say, is a lot better with people figuring out their responsibilities as R5s now that we're past the drama. So
I think the server's coming together well, and I think that I posted a video directly to the server. Like, you can't even see it on the channel. So if you're watching this and you're part of our server and you want to see that video that isn't public, just hit us up. We'll send you a link. It's a funny video. It has a moment in it. Has everybody seen that video? You guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I have.
I have not, no.
I saw it.
I'm so mad at you guys. I'm mad at you guys right now. Okay,
well,
I'm gonna send
turned all your videos to shorts.
No,
I know
yes,
that pissed me.
I did see it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's a video that talks about server unity for our server, but so there's and it just automatically turned some of my videos into shorts. It didn't even ask me if it, like, so I had to like rearrange the homepage.
Are they any good? Or is it like a random part of the video that it took?
No, I'm sending it to you. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. No, I'm sending it to you. You'll know. Next time we get on, you'll be able to mention it. But, all right. So, I can't be on forever because Mrs. Guns and Baby Guns want to spend some time with Daddy Guns. They are the only ones that get to call me that, so don't do it.
I'm good.
I already wrote it down.
I'll get shot. I get shot if she sees my screen. Hey, Daddy Guns. Oh, I'm so in trouble.
Tomorrow in the Alliance chat.
Don't do it.
I mean, we have a member. Their name is Mommy Dio now, and I just say Dio. Even when their name is Daddy Dio, I refused. No.
So to kind of close up a little bit, thanks for everybody kind of coming on. This is kind of our first foray into kind of a live situation like this. The next time we do this, we'll actually be able to live stream on YouTube. I don't know how that's going to go. We're going to test that, see how that looks. But before I go, does anybody else want to kind of speak on any words of encouragement for anybody who's playing, anybody who's leading, or anybody's part of a server? Anything you guys want to kind of say before we wrap up and talk a little bit about some of the things that are coming?
Leadership's easier as a team. Even though you might be the R5, that doesn't make you God.
Preach, please. So delegation is amazing. So that, to echo that, it's in this game, you will be so much more respected if these are adults. There are some kids, I know there's some teenagers on here, but even teenagers, these are kids that have been gaming their entire life. Trust your leadership, delegate, give them responsibilities, ask them what they love about the game, and then put them in charge of that. So that's a huge, huge, huge point.
If you come from one bad alliance, that does not mean all alliances are bad. Give some others a chance. You may very well fall in love with the game just from being with somebody else. You really can make a little family with your alliance.
So true.
And hop around. If you want to try some alliances out, tell them, hey, I'm just gonna come hop in, spend a week with you guys. We have somebody in our alliance that hopped around. I don't know. Element was in everybody's alliance at one point.
He's kind of like a diplomatic peacemaker.
Onboarding, right?
Yeah.
To everybody. And then he tries to catfish people. It's hilarious. I'm going to blow him up one of these times. You guys know what I'm talking about. Have you ever seen Element's alter ego?
Oh, yeah.
He started doing that when he came to Riz. He came to Riz and he's like, I'm gonna go with my Riz chicas over here.
Riz was Element was offering me a discount as his alter ego. So yeah.
That's so
what I would say as far as closing comments for new players is don't be scared to communicate. just something light as far as just saying hello on the chat, or if you're part of an alliance and you get attacked randomly by another person, communicate with your leader before you retaliate, and just trust that your leadership will help you take care of the issue. It's very easy to just pull the trigger on people virtually in this game. And so I think
it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out long term for you if you do that.
No, yeah, and for you, for your alliance, for your server as a whole, you want to, in the beginning, you're fighting a little bit against each other before you get into, and we'll do a VS video.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, and we have to talk about that too later on, is the game kind of pins you against each other. And then it's like, okay, hold on, stop that. Now we're going to go against other servers. Yeah. And so people that maybe didn't get
learning
on the
how to make that transition, like it's hard because you get mad at people. Initially, you're like, man, I don't like you. You attacked me. You hurt me. But yeah, it's
now I gotta hold my tongue and my guns too. But so I would say communication is key. Whether it's something friendly or something serious, just communicate, because there are many chats in this game. There's a world chat, an alliance chat, event chat, and R4 chat. And so I think just communicating is key to not leading your server and your alliance into a ghost server or a ghost alliance. I've seen a lot of alliances disappear just because there was just so many bad players and
mismanagement.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think that's amazing. The concept of the evolution of the game, being able to practice early on, because you're going to need to learn how to attack people, but then you got to stop attacking the wrong people and start attacking the people from other servers. It's interesting. So we need to do a video. I love that you kind of pointed out the fact that all the servers start at one point and then they evolve. Being able to know when that evolution is happening, and you can help lead your server through that. Like if you're watching this and you're early on and you're still attacking each other, you may be able to actually help your server and say, hey, heads up guys, we're just practicing right now. Let's not take it too personal. And let's get ready, practice. Let's get ready and let's get good so that when we actually go against other servers, we can trash them. We can wreck other servers and compete as a server versus other servers, because that's a big part of the game as you move forward. With that being said, is there any other final comments, any other final thoughts before I close up?
Tyra, do you have anything you wanted to add?
Mahoo? You got your pants on? Or it's later. Now they're probably off already.
No, I love everything that you guys have said, and I think it would be great to have had videos to watch when you started playing.
Oh yeah.
So
they just don't exist.
Right. So I'm gonna do a second account and start from day one and start recording videos.
So smart.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally gonna do a second account and do it from day one and start and show and kind of explain what to do early on, when you should do this, and I'm gonna record all of those. I actually might ask for some of you guys to do the voiceovers. I might just record stuff, throw them in the files, and ask people to do voiceovers for me if you can. So if you guys would love, I would love help on that.
Okay.
Don't forget to screen record a lot of those early stages.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like do a ton of screen recording, a ton of screenshots, and everything else like that. And that's part of what I wanted to close up with tonight. I wanted to let you guys know what's coming. So if you're seeing stuff that's a little bit further ahead of you, stay tuned. Either one or two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to get that content out and it's going to help you, or you're going to catch up to the content that we've already been creating. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. We're also going to do something pretty cool once we actually start hitting some milestones. So I've already gotten some notifications, but as soon as it starts to snowball, one of the things that I'm going to do is, this is, like I said, this is a hobby. This is something that I'm really enjoying. we're going to start giving away gift cards that you can use in game, and we're going to tell you what to do with those gift cards, so that you can actually improve in the game without having to spend your own money. All you got to do is participate here. All you got to do is comment. All you got to do is help out, help other people, volunteer, and we're going to start throwing some of the funding that we get through here back at you. My goal is, we actually have somebody that speaks Spanish, and Element, we've kind of mentioned a few times. He speaks Spanish, but he is so knowledgeable in the game. We have so many other people that are just brilliant in the game, and one of the things that I want to make sure that we do with the channel that I lead off is that we honor those people by making it easier for them to stay in the game. There are some people that I'd love to do this. I'd love if they would do this full time. So there are a couple people that I know would love doing that. So please support the channel. It's going to mean that maybe if you want to do this full time, come on, volunteer, help us grow the channel. And as we move forward, we're going to be not only doing some of the videos that you suggest, that you ask for, we're going to be doing tips, tricks, and strategies. The big focus is to make sure that you have a fun time. You feel like you know what you're doing. You feel like you are enjoying the game, and that you can constantly come back to your alliance or your server and say, hey, did you know about this? Did you know about using your tickets one at a time? You get better odds. Just little things like that. Like everybody, like I was so mad. We've all been there where we find something out. We could have been doing this for the last 30 days, but stay with us. Stay tuned.
Yeah, subscribe. Help you save some money and give you some strategies and maybe win a gift card.
If there's anything you specifically want to see, comment and let us know so we know that there needs to be a video about it.
100%. Yeah, I think the whole point of this is we're enjoying it. We're trying to build a community, and don't be afraid to contact us through the comments, through the Discord, because we'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or if you're in the game, we'd love to hear about that too. So,
and everything should be directed to Daddy Guns. Is that correct?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
100% Daddy Guns.
You guys are going to get me shot. She's going to start seeing Daddy Guns pop up. She's going to be like, excuse me, Daddy Guns. I am the only person that gets to call you Daddy Guns.
Fan mail can all go to P.O. Box addressed to Daddy Guns.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She's going to man that. She's going to man that. And guess what? I'm telling you, my wife has a master's degree in marine science. She's like, I know how to disappear things, dude.
Right.
I know how to, like, all I need is you're a big dude. I'm like 6'2". She's like, all I need is one of those 55-gallon barrels, man. You're gone.
Mm-hmm.
I love my wife. I love her. I love Mommy Guns. So
say that more clearly for the recording.
Yeah.
Right? So with that being
just
said,
blink an eye if you need help.
Right? Just blink. I need a pizza. No. No. You guys will probably see as we go. You'll probably Mommy Guns or Mrs. Guns and Baby Guns and all the little guns, or they'll probably pop in and say hi and wave. But with that being said, I don't think I can close it up any better than that. I hope you guys have an amazing time playing the game. And once again, thanks for everybody being on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
See you next time.
Take care, all.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, see you guys tomorrow or tonight.